Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're sitting in this corner right across from the van. You'll be able to tell in a second. We are in, this is not technically northern Velebit National Park. We're on the outskirts of it. This is kind of the end of a fire road we're camped at. It's really, well, I'll talk about it in a little bit. But what we're doing today is we're going to do another narrated drone flight of this place that we're at. It's actually really amazing. We've been here 2 nights now. No one's here, and
Hopefully it stays that way.
hopefully we'll stay one more night without somebody else showing up. And it's actually kind of rare because there's no wild camping allowed.
Jesus, I forgot that drone was in the
Yeah, the drone's gonna
grass.
take off. 95% battery, so we should have plenty of flight time. It's supposed to fly for around 25 minutes. There it goes. And I will run video and do 30 frames so it matches with my screen recording. And back up a little bit. Hit record there. Back up a little bit so you guys can see what it looks like here. Look at those islands. Alright, Marlene, this is your job. Your job is to identify the islands.
Oh, come on.
The names of them.
I'm bad at maps. Okay.
Okay. That's where we are. We're down there.
Okay. Big one to the north is Kirk.
Okay, so Kirk is over there. Has a cove, right?
What's this one?
Yeah, it has a big cove and a small cove. That's Kirk over
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
The bigger of the smalls.
Well, what about the one that's like, oh, there's a
A bunch of little islands, but then
Little
the bigger one, Rab.
this one is Rab.
Yeah. And then
This is where the famous cheese comes from? No, that's Pug.
Pog.
Okay. And then
And then the one behind it is
The what?
Sres.
I can't see that. It's in the
Oh,
mist a little bit, even though it's a pretty clear day.
no Sres.
What's the small one right here in the front?
Goli Otok,
Okay.
Naked Island.
Naked Island. Oh yeah, there's no like vegetation on it at all.
No. And then behind that is Otok Svieti Gurgur. So
St.
St.
Gregory?
Greg Island.
Cool. I'm gonna fly towards them a little bit. Just to see, give you guys a little perspective from the other side. So we are up a hill. We're at like 2,500 feet in elevation. And obviously down there is sea level. So even though we can see the sea pretty well, and there's no way for us to get down to it without a massive hike. And I'll turn around to show you guys where we're at. Oh, you can't even see us anymore. Oh no, you can. We're right there. Right there in the middle of the, just above the crosshair. We're right there in the crosshair. That's where we are. So this is the Velebit mountain range, which is the biggest and largest, or the largest and the longest mountain range in Croatia. Which isn't saying a lot because Croatia is not necessarily known for its mountains. It's kind of known for its islands. But it does get high enough here where there's a lot of snow in the winter. Check us out down there. We're just we're at the end of a fire road. This is a place that others have camped at before. We're not the first ones to find it. But Croatia, you know, somebody said on one of our Instagram photos, like, oh, you shouldn't share where you are. But it's like, we don't. First of all, we tag our locations very generally. If you look at all the locations on the island, we tag the island. If you look at all the locations in Split, we tag the city of Split. And you look at the location that we shared here, we tagged the entire national park, which is...
We're not even in it.
We're not even in it, but we are in the mountain range. So I'll drive down or fly down this fire road a little bit for you, just to show you. We had to drive maybe about 3 to 4 miles down this dirt rocky road to get here. And you can see a lot of it at the end is right along this hill. So we drove along this hillside so we could see. By the time we got to, this front side of the range, we got to see what view we're about to have. But the other thing too is Croatia is not really a country where people travel by campers very much. Most travelers by campers are from Western Europe, some Central Europe. We see by far the most people traveling in Germany. And probably a close second is like the Netherlands. But this year we've seen a lot of people from Czech Republic, from Poland. In Morocco we saw a lot of people from France, even though we don't usually see people from France in the rest of Europe. But Croatia, we've met maybe 3 people in the last 2 years that travel like this. So places like this usually isn't used at all by locals or even people that are from this country. And people really only come here in the summertime, and when they come to Croatia in the summertime, they want to go to the beach, they want to go swimming, they want to go to the coast because it is really hot. But ironically, it's not hot when you go up in elevation like we are. That's why a place like this right now, it's basically empty. But of course, we also have this pandemic going on. So I think less people are here this year in general. And the people who are here, yeah, they are trying to get to a place by the coast. We don't like going to the places by the coast, mostly because it's super touristy, especially right now. We're trying to avoid people. And it's also very, very expensive. These places, they pay a lot of taxes to have their business, to have their camping business. So, and they only have like a 3 to 4 month season a year. And they close the rest of the year. By like October, everything's basically closed. So they have to kind of make all their money in, this one season. That's why they charge, actually, I feel like Croatia charges more than any European country that we've camped at.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned this before. We probably would pay anywhere from 60 to 90 euros a night to stay at an actual campground. Except for the last one. We had come from, before we came here 2 days ago. Anyways, we spent here 2 nights, so you do the math. We had come from this one lady's place just outside of another national park, another inland national park. Let me turn around the drone, fly this way a little bit along the coast. She's really just like a farm stand, like a, in Croatia it's called OPG. What does it stand for?
I don't know.
Oh, OPG is a designation for like a farm stand, local farm stand business. You can sell like, fruits, vegetables, cheese, honey. You can even sell alcohol. Like it's not regulated like it is in the U.S. You can make your own home brew and sell it. But you're allowed to picnic and stay 24 hours there. But we became friends with her, so she's like, well, you can stay longer because you're my friend now. I'm just letting you stay here because you're my friend. So we stayed like 5 days there. There's the island of Kirk right there up above. And let's see. There's some little villages. I don't know if you can see them along the coast. Oh yeah, you can see the road down there. We drove this road back in January when we left Croatia. We drove that road.
It's a really nice drive.
Really nice drive. Not all of it is like away from the coast. Some of it's right on the coast, kind of like PCH. Oh, this is a nice little beach right here. Look at, there's like a little natural harbor. There's some boats there. You can see by how shallow it gets on the edge by the color of the water. That's cool. So yeah, we're here for 2 nights, and we're gonna probably spend one more night. Today we're gonna record a podcast with somebody that reached out to us on Instagram, just to talk about our usual story. Nothing crazy. Oh, there's a little village down there by that cove. Cool. And that's gonna happen in about an hour, and then we have enough supplies. Let's see if we can turn back around and see where we're at. If we can still find us.
We have enough room in our toilet. We have enough water. We have enough food. It's just trash builds up.
Yeah.
Everything's packaged with so much plastic and you can't avoid it.
We're over here. No.
Unless we go to a farmer's market, but that's hard to find.
That's where we are in the mountains. So you can't really, from afar, you can't really see. Yeah, we have enough water. That was the main thing. We have to be able to fill up some water when we leave here, because we don't really know where to go fill up water. Like in a lot of other places, there's free water stations at gas stations. Like Norway, we filled up free water all the time. And if there are cheap camping places, we just spend a night and do all of our stuff there. But I'm not about to pay 80 euros just to, shower and fill up water. We may go back to this lady's place, empty our toilet, spend one night, and then head on to the next spot. So the highest peak, I think, we had just come from one of the higher peaks before we came here 2 days ago. And I think the highest peak is not that high compared to, the Alps or the mountain ranges in the U.S. But like I say, it's comparable to the mountain ranges on the East Coast.
Is it called Velika Kosa, the one we climbed?
Yeah, I think that's got to be over 5,000 feet. It does snow a lot there in the winter. We were going to try to stay inside the national park. There's really no services. We had to pay about $20.
5,305 feet, or
Cool.
16, 17 meters.
And there was one rock on the top. That was the highest that we stood on top of.
You did. You made our oldest cry almost.
I didn't make her cry.
I'm just kidding.
She likes to fake cry, so I feel bad. Okay, I'm flying back. This is the new drone, so we've been flying for, 12 minutes or so. And I'm at 54%. On the old drone, this thing would be almost dead by now.
And there's in this mountain range, there's brown bears, there's I think a Eurasian lynx or European lynx.
Yeah, there's some really unique
There's a gray wolf
native
here too.
animal. We haven't seen any though.
No, just butterflies and other bugs.
Fewer bugs than the farm stand camping place.
There's so many grasshoppers and beetles, and I think they're all zipped up in our new camper tent.
Yeah.
Maybe we should air it out right now.
There's no real good way to shake out that tent because it's so heavy. Like you can't just hang it on something.
No.
It has to be like a metal chain with tension.
Crane?
Yeah. I can hear it coming back.
Yeah.
Here we are. All by ourselves. Let's see. You can see this road going back pretty far. And then there's a couple mountain peaks there. I don't know how to get to them. There's no real trails. There's trails going down. You could actually hike where the road ends. It becomes like a foot trail. You can hike this foot trail down, I think, all the way to the highway. But I don't know how long that would take. It'd take forever. Okay, let's see.
You can't even walk 5 feet that way. The bushes are so pokey.
Yeah.
Wear like boots and pants.
Yeah, this is pretty typical of the terrain in Croatia. It's rocks and pokey bushes. All right, I'm gonna fly back. So this is a little tour of this really nice spot we're at.
We might do a van tour.
We might do a van tour here.
Just what's our excuse?
We haven't done a van tour ever.
It's only been over 2 years, Dan. We still got time.
Yeah, and also we technically didn't finish our van build either, but the van tour should wrap everything up. Yesterday I installed the table finally.
A little work table.
Yeah, I have an office desk table now. We got a Lagun table mount like everybody has. I resisted getting one because I just didn't know like where to mount a table and everything, but then I eventually figured out, I really should leverage this swivel seats a little bit better. So I ended up getting a Lagun table mount, and then where I initially wanted to put it, didn't work out. So I figured out another way, which requires screwing some pieces of wood into the wall using riv nuts, and then screwing the bottom to the floor. And we did that yesterday. It worked out really good.
Sturdy.
It's sturdy, but it looks kind of ugly because we didn't cut any wood. All the wood we used we used them as it came from the store. So
just in time for a van tour. Look at our ugly piece of wood. Judge us down below.
Here we are, flying back. Maybe I should do a little orbit of the van. Huh? Let's see. Can I do an orbit? Not when I'm recording, apparently. Okay, stop recording. This is the one different thing about this drone is you can't. There's no fly modes. There's like photos and video modes. Wait, was sending us Instagram stuff. Video. No, what do I want to do? Not quick shot. Oh wait, yeah, I think I can just do this. I draw a box. Okay, recognize it as a car. And then point of interest. Speed, go. There we go. This is how you do point of interest with this new drone. It actually tracks. Before, what I have to do with the other drone using the other app is you have to fly over the top, look down, make sure you're right over the thing you want to take a picture of. And then I have to fly up and then fly away to start, and then it remembers that location where I was and keep that in the center. But with this new one, it actually will, using AI to intelligently recognize objects in the frame and then try to lock them in place. That's pretty cool. So I can just draw a circle or draw a rectangle around the object and then say POI, which is point of interest, and then choose the speed. I want to circle around it and then hit start, and it does it. I can lower my elevation. Hopefully there's no trees. I can be farther away. It'll keep the object in the middle. Are you scared?
I'm done watching your drone.
Okay. I'll stop this orbit. Fly back and land. There we go. Let's fly back and land. Found a good spot to land on this rocky terrain. Have it turn around and look at us. Ah. Alright, that's where we're sitting, if you were wondering. Doing this whole thing. Is that a good piece of grass?
Sure.
I think that's good. Land.
Landing.
Great success.
It really scared me when it took off because the propeller started like weed whacking the grass.
Yeah, because
I
these
forgot
are
it was
folding
there.
propellers, so they start out folded, and then it uses the spinning force to spread them out. So as it spreads out, it makes like this all at the same time.
Sorry, I screamed on camera.
All right. Thank you guys again for supporting us, all you patrons, and hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.